So, you want to make real money with AI in 2026, but it's so easy to get lost in all the hype, right? What you really need is a clear, actionable roadmap. So, in this explainer, we're cutting right through the noise to give you a step by step ladder to your first $100 a day and, way beyond. Let's get climbing. And this quote, it really hits the nail on the head. This is the core idea. The old rules of just trading your hours for dollars, they've been completely thrown out the window. Seriously, the whole game has changed. And for the first time, individuals like you and me have this incredible leverage to build income streams pretty much from scratch. And look, this isn't just some theory. The opportunity is absolutely exploding. We are seeing a 67% year-over-year growth in demand for AI-driven services. Businesses are desperate for this stuff, but most of them just don't have the time to learn all the tools themselves. And that gap, well, that gap is exactly where you come in. So to get you there, we're going to follow this exact roadmap, the AI Solopreneurs Ladder. First, we'll get a handle on this new gold rush. Then we'll zero in on getting your very first dollar with some quick wins. From there, we climb up to becoming an AI-powered freelancer. And then we build the really scalable systems. Finally, and this is the most important part, we'll figure out what your very first step should be. Okay, so what is this new gold rush anyway? Well, it's not what you probably think. It's not about being some coding genius. The real opportunity is in applying these incredibly powerful AI tools for businesses that are just too busy to figure it all out. You become the essential bridge between the fancy tech and an actual business result. The business model behind a lot of this is something called AI-powered content arbitrage. Okay, that sounds complicated, but it's super simple. Basically, you use AI to create valuable digital stuff, like articles or cool art or voiceovers in just minutes, and then you sell them for a premium. This is the engine that's going to power your first earnings. All right, let's climb onto that very first rung of our ladder, getting that first dollar. These are the most accessible, easiest ways for beginners to get started. They're designed to get you a quick sale, something that proves to you that, yes, this is actually real. Now, right off the bat, you've got two main paths to choose from. On one hand, you can sell a finished product, like some cool AI art on Etsy, directly to customers. Or you can sell the tool that makes the art, the recipe, so to speak. This means packaging up your best AI prompts and selling them to other creators on sites like Gumroad or PromptBase. And you won't believe how simple a business model like, say, custom pet portraits can be with a workflow like this. You use a tool like Midjourney to generate the art, you pop it into a digital mock-up frame, list it on Etsy, and then you use a service like Printify to handle all the printing and shipping. You literally never have to touch a physical product. It's amazing. And why Etsy? Well, because you're tapping into a ready-made audience of 90 million active buyers. You don't have to build a website or run a bunch of ads. From day one, you're setting up shop in a giant, bustling mall. It's no joke. Some shops using this exact model are making over $10,000 a month from just a single listing. Now, that other path is selling prompt packs. Here, your job is to be the curator. You find, you test, and you package up these high-quality prompts for a really specific niche, let's say fantasy art. You can sell these packs for anywhere from $9 to $27 on marketplaces like PromptBase, and they handle all the payments for you for a 20% cut. Pretty sweet. Okay, so once you've made your first few sales and you've got some momentum, it's time to climb to the next rung, becoming the AI-powered freelancer. This is where you make the big shift from selling one-off products to offering really high-value services. But listen, here's the secret, the absolute key to succeeding as an AI freelancer. The AI gives you superhuman speed, for sure, but your real value, that comes from providing the strategy, the human touch, and that final crucial quality check. You are the guide here, not just a button pusher. And wow, the demand is all over the place. You could start with some pretty low difficulty services like AI-assisted blog writing or voiceovers, but you can quickly move up to those higher ticket retainers like social media management, which can earn you up to $2,000 a month per client. And this is what separates the pros from the amateurs. They build systems. Top freelancers are not just winging it. They're using these battle-tested AI workflows. They start their day with an AI-powered morning brief. They synthesize all the client research instantly. They capture the client's unique voice, and they speed up revisions. These systems, this is the difference maker. All right, let's head to the top of the ladder. Now we're focused on creating truly scalable systems. This is the big leap, moving from just trading your time for money to actually building assets that work for you, even when you're not working. A perfect example of this is the Faceless YouTube channel. You can literally chain together different AI tools to create a content engine. GPT-4 writes a script, 11 Labs creates the voiceover, DALL-E generates the visuals, and then Simple Tools put it all together. You can build an entire channel without ever having to show your face on camera. And the potential here is just staggering. A top channel in the horror niche, a channel called Mr. Nightmare, pulls in an estimated $35,000 to $40,000 a month in ad revenue alone, using this exact model. That is the power of building a scalable media asset. Another really powerful system is affiliate marketing, and this 90-day framework here makes it feel totally manageable. You spend the first month building your foundation, the next 30 days you're in a focused content sprint, and then that final month is all about scaling and optimizing what's working. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint, but it is a proven path to success. And finally, at the very top, there's the micro SaaS. Now, this isn't about trying to build the next Facebook. It's about creating a small, super focused software tool that solves one painful problem for one very specific group of people. So, for example, not a tool for all writers, but maybe a tool that helps fantasy writers generate unique character names. You gotta think niche, not mass market. The advantages here are just huge. You're facing low competition. You're enjoying margins of 80 to 90%. And this is the most important part. You can now build these tools without knowing how to code. An AI tool like Base 44 can literally build the entire app from a simple text description. This isn't just about revenue. It's about building a real asset that gives you ownership and freedom. It is a total game changer. Okay, we've climbed the entire ladder. Now for what is, without a doubt, the most important part, choosing your first step. And I want you to remember, the real key to all of this is that consistency will always, always beat perfection. And you really have to have realistic expectations. I mean, look at this. This is what a documented average income progression looks like. Yeah, you might only make $50 in your first month, but by month 6, that can compound to a consistent $100 a day. The thing is, most people quit in that first month. The ones who push through are the ones who capture almost all of the long-term gains. And that really brings us to the most crucial takeaway of all. Your success isn't going to be determined by some magic move you make 6 months from now. Nope. It's determined entirely by the very first step you decide to take today. Just getting started, that's everything. So that leaves just one question for you. After seeing this whole path, from the quick wins all the way up to the scalable systems, which rung on this ladder are you going to step on first?
The latest AI tools are waiting for you just below. Check the description now and start building your own AI stream today.